We are today it's 22 February 2025. We are AWFER Tech Ltd. We are a company started in Bristol. We have a taxi service system that is soon going to hit the market. I can't give a deadline yet, but we're at the very end of it. And our product is called AWFER. So we're just a taxi service system like Uber, Lyft, both those that are in the market. But we have something that is different. So not only that, we are bringing the customer the fastest driver around. We're not gonna cap the revenue for any drivers. We're not gonna do that wizardry and those tricks on anyone, and we are very transparent, and we have a very effective pricing system. And we have been able to do this because we use a stack of technology that is very efficient. So we're not using any third-party APIs to give you our services, like the login, the subscription, the live tracking. All those are developed in-house. So we're not relying on like Google Maps or Waze or stuff like this to deliver you your trips or to deliver you any kind of service. Maybe except for the payment, we're going to use something like Stripe or something like this. We haven't decided yet. So this is our stack of technology. It's very simple and straightforward, but yet very efficient and very performant. We do have a GCP machine where we have our Ubuntu and our Linux server, and then we are using Python for the servers and the applications, and we are using Docker to like load the OpenRoots service, and we are using SQLite for our databases. And for all those services, we have split everything into microservices. And for each one, we are using a custom TCP protocol. So even for maintenance, even for anything. So it's just Python and microservices. And over those services are running the TCP protocols over row sockets. So it's very simple, but yet very, very effective. So the customer with us will pay less and the driver will get paid more. And for our investors, it is very, very beneficial. Yet we don't have any investors. We have rejected a few, but we are always open to new opportunities, and we actually need the help to deliver like maybe early or that's it. And this video is made as a presentation, and also to inform the interested parties of what's coming to the market. And to have a good picture, here is our driver's application. So we have so a driver has to come and create an account first. So he has to subscribe with us and create his basic accounts, then send the documents for us. So each driver has like two parts: the profile documents, and he has the car specific document. And when you log in, if you have a document that is not valid, you get to see it. For this, you could see that your VDLA is invalid if this is related to the profile. And for your car, it says here your BMW 5 Series has MOT invalid. So at AWFER we have operators where the operator could go inside and try to validate your documents. Okay, so it's just like this. So you notify us, send us your documents, and we just update them, and that's it. And also for your cars, in here you could see that you have BMW 5 series, and you could insert as many cars as you want. So you could insert for each driver, he could have like 10, 20. It doesn't matter how many cars he has. Now we're just keeping the expiry dates, and I'm just updating them without any files. So for now, since this one has been validated, I'm not using like a periodic notification update, but it is disabled for now. But hopefully in the future it's gonna be periodically triggered. So maybe every 5 minutes or 2 minutes, your documents get re-evaluated. So you log in here again. And you just, and that's it. This isn't much. So you log in, and afterwards you won't get any notification, because everything is valid. And afterwards you go to availability, you select the car, you have your BMW 5 series, its native category is XXL, and this is your unique cars number. So for this, it is AWFER XXL, it is native category. So you could take AWFER X, AWFER XL, XXL, pet, and assist, and then afterwards you hit on, and then you are working. This radar is just for show, for a functionality that we think we're going to disable. So the driver should be able to see the drivers around him. So if this area is too crowded with drivers, you could switch the place. We don't know if we're gonna disable it or enable it yet. And the radar also gets bigger and gets smaller. So and that is for the driver. So there isn't much in this to see. And this is the customer. So the customer is the same as the driver. So you have a login. You have to create an account, of course, and then you just log in. We're still haven't implemented. We still have to contact the UK emails. We still have to contact the. We still have to contact the UK's mail service, so they give us the addresses. It's a small dictionary that we have to. Dictionary that we have to fetch in into the addresses. It's not a big deal, and we're gonna implement it at last, because it's not that hard to do. It's one of the simplest things. One of the simplest things to do. We have been able to go over all the visual the visual like the visual bugs that are there. The customer the customer could simply just like put a pin for now. Later on we will finish those addresses as I have been explaining. It's not too much. Then he just places a pin, and he waits for the fastest then he waits for the fastest for the lists. So for each category, now the price, we would have to modify the price to go with this, with our own formula. We haven't like implemented it yet, but it's already has been done. So I will go back to this, but for now you could understand that the prices here are not accurate. For now we have just one active driver, which is the driver that we have pushed into active, and then you could go over each category and try to select the driver, and that's it. Once you select the driver, you could hit order, and the call should be received on the other application of the driver. So that's it. This is what you see. So this is the pickup, and this is the drop. This is our driver. So our driver will go here and put it right here. The call should disappear, and I'm just keeping it for now. And also the addresses are going to be appended later on. So yeah, some floating points, like we have to take the 6 here, and maybe not displaying like too much commas, too much numbers after the comma. And well, that's it. For now, this is what we'll stop. Not exactly here, a bit further down the road. And then after you accept, you could choose to navigate with Google. And we're working on our navigation system, but it's not finished yet. So that's it. So you could choose to navigate to the pick and the drop with the with Google or Waze, and that's it. So if we go over to to our pricing system, this is our pricing system. So the customer is gonna pay for the driver charges in 20%, and for the driver, each driver here, our drivers are going to be paid with two parts. Okay, so a driver, we consider the driver as someone who's working. Like if we take off his car and he doesn't have a car, he's just a worker, then he has to get paid like with fair wages. Okay, those fair wages, let's say in Bristol, UK, the minimum wage is 11, so we're going to be paying way more than £11 for 1 hour. So, and we have to extract that price or extract that wage in minutes. So let's say that the trip is 10 minutes, so he's going to be paid 11 pounds per 60 minutes, in that multiplied by that time. And for the distance also, so for the distance, each kilometer, he has to pay for his expenditures, the car, the parts, the fuel, all that, the tires, everything is included and multiplied by the distance price. And let's say that for each category the distance changes and stuff like this. And for our platform, we're gonna take a charge based on the minutes. So our system is not gonna take much at this point. We're not charging so much. So for a trip we could go very, very low. The numbers are amazing. We could take like 11% and we still be maybe profitable. We cannot come up with a final number now and a final percentage that we're going to take from the customers, but it's going to be very, very low, and it's going to be very, very competitive, because like I have explained to you, once we get our payment from the customer, we don't have a lot to pay. We're just paying the GCP, and we're just paying maybe for rent. We're taking someone in, that's it. we're not like killing our drivers or suffocating our customers. And our solution, our whole business plan evolves around this. So this is, if you allow me to read you this is not yet perfect. The business plan could change, but this part says that our solution focuses on disrupting the traditional ride-hailing model by leveraging a scalable, cost-efficient infrastructure that is not reliant on third-party pay-per-request APIs, unlike large platforms that are tied to high operational costs due to external service fees. AWFER has designed its system with in-house managed services that minimize reliance on external providers. This enables us to provide more favorable earnings for drivers while maintaining a sustainable and transparent pricing model for passengers. Our pricing model should be seen by all the parties, okay? So we're fully transparent, we're not hiding anything from anyone. And at the heart of AWFER's solution is a custom-built architecture that integrates all the necessary services, mapping, routing, well, payment processing. No, the payment processing is done by Stripe. It's not us going to do the payment. We're not certified to do that by the government. And tracking within our system by utilizing locally deployed solution and optimizing the use of open source tools and private instances of services like OpenRoutes. And by the way, in the future we could use a different provider instead of OpenStreetMaps. So we could use Google. The customer could choose to order through Google. He could choose to order through Waze. He could do a lot of things, but OpenStreetMaps is the best that is out there in terms of price efficiency. OpenRoutes services AWFER significantly reduces the cost per transaction. As a result, the platform's operational expense are predictable and scalable with no exponential cost growth tied to increasing user volumes. This strategy shifts from third-party APIs, allows us to maintain full control over system, ensuring better performance, reducing latencies, and more accurate data handling. We are also able to pass on the savings to drivers, providing them with a large share of fare while ensuring that the platform remains profitable. Well, what I want to say here, if we go to this pricing system, if we go here, let's say that the platform now maybe is taking 11%, and we're charging 0.27 cents for our service. We could be charging 30% of the whole trip. But what I want to say is after covering our, because for us to cover our expenses, we expect like a number of minutes in a month. Let's say that for the rent, for the GCP, for all that, we're gonna maybe take like, let's say, sum of money for that. But in our case, maybe here this is just exemplary for now. Let's say that we're going to take this much money. So for 1 month, it's going to be 0.27 per minute. So we need a drive time of 41,667 minutes. So after that drive time, if we have 200 drivers, then each driver needs to drive like 0.7, like he needs to drive to do one trip in 1 month, and for us, we're still gonna maintain the whole service. But if we pass that drive time, which is this, then we are able to split that excess. So we're going after that minutes of drives. So after this much of trips, maybe we're going to be able to split the excess of money. So we have already covered our charges, and then we could go on and split that excess between the customer and the driver. So the customer will pay less, the driver will get paid more, and we take less money. So because we have already covered our charges, and yes, that's it. I don't know where we were, so let's just go back here. Yeah, profitable. Our approach also reduces the complexity of maintaining multiple external contracts and dependencies. So we don't have any contracts with other people to abide for, and we're not pushed or pushed into corners by anyone. So this flexibility and independence provide AWFER with the ability to adapt quickly to new challenges, scale rapidly, and implement customized solution to suit our growing user base. The result is a ride-hailing platform that delivers better value for all stakeholders. Drivers earn more, passengers pay less, and the platform remains efficient without the burden of excessive third-party APIs cost. With AWFER's architecture, we not only solve the operational cost dilemma, but also create a more sustainable business model that can scale with growth, ensuring that everyone evolved benefits as the company expands. So this is it. The main idea of our system is to offer you the best rights for each party. So if you are an investor with us, then you know that our platform doesn't cost that much to run. So the pay per request, when the user base grows, we don't have to pay a lot for our user base. If you are a customer trying to book a trip with us, then you do not need to pay a lot to get a trip. And if you're a driver, we're not gonna cut you off, so you will be able to also get paid a lot. So that's it. And for drivers, we're not capping the return whatsoever. So it's the fastest driver around that's gonna get the fastest driver around is gonna get the trip or gets that trip. And that's it. So, and this is it. And at the end of it, let's say that we are open for new investors, for new opportunities, and that's it. I hope this won't take long so that we could hit the market. And I want to say great thank you to my partner Ala. And he has been very helpful in developing this and orienting everything in the application. So, and that's it. Thank you for watching, and I hope that AWFER could get more support in the future. And that's it. Thank you so much.